Hey, it's Dr. Jay Calvert, and I am sitting here in my To Go Pack podcast office. I just finished seeing somewhere around 30 patients today. It was awesome, and I'm very fortunate to have in the podcast office, first of all, our producer. This is Sean.
Hello.
Sean Gosser. He's going to help us out. And sitting over here is Amy Jones, a
Hi.
true hockey mom. And she is in town. She's going to talk with us about what it's like to raise professional hockey players and tell us what it took to get there. And we're also going to do our usual podcast things, like go through what's going on in the NHL. Of course, we're going to cover the fights because we have to.
What would this podcast be without the hockey fights?
Without the fights, it's just not a Dr. Hockey podcast. I have to say that, we're sad that Kevin Connolly isn't here with us today, but we give him a pass because he has a major motion picture coming out. And I know he's busy running around the town getting ready for the release of Gotti with John Travolta. He is the director of this film, and he's just busy as all get out. We may not see him until January, for all I know. But next week, Doc Emmerich is coming on. Pat Brisson is the following week. Which is cool. Thanks to Amy. Amy brought him into the Dr. Hockey family. Oleg Tverdovsky has confirmed for the 19th.
Awesome.
And then we're talking to Kevin's friend Carcillo, Danny Carcillo. Hopefully he's going to come on. I don't know if he'll come the day or two after Christmas. We probably won't see him till January. But I've got a couple of my other buddies around town. I know Chester Griffiths, who's the facial trauma doc for the Kings. And just a hilarious, awesome guy who's got an opinion about pretty much everything, probably down to who they buy the sutures from down at the Kings. So he's going to come on. I'm sure they were all happy to see the Ducks lose to the Kings on Saturday night, but who's counting? And
well, they threw down in that fight, didn't they?
It was good.
In that game, they threw down like 3 times.
There were three fights.
I called it a fight, not a game.
I know. I went to a fight the other night and a hockey game broke out.
Exactly.
It's that old joke.
There's a joke in there.
So anyway, we're gonna do all that, and if you guys want to stay tuned, that's fine. We're gonna actually record the podcast, and you can watch us doing that. We'll leave it on for a little bit, but this podcast will download on Friday.
This is your official teaser.
Yeah, this is like a serious teaser. We've got Amy Jones. Okay, so Seth Jones is a defenseman for the Columbus Blue Jackets. So we're going to get as much insider information we can about the number 1 team in the Metropolitan Division.
That's right.
The division that Kevin and I constantly talk about as being severely competitive.
Who's in that division? Would that be the Penguins?
Oh, I don't know.
The Penguins are in that division
They are, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
I think they're number 5 right now.
I think, you're right.
A little far down those standings to see. Difficult to see all the way down there.
So anyway, this is what we do after work. It's great, because I love doing my surgery, but then I really want to talk hockey, and then I got to go back to work afterwards. So that's how it goes. Anyway, thanks for joining us. We'll be on for a few minutes. We're going to talk about our sponsors. A little plug for Never Too Hungover.
That's right.
We're going to talk about what is a hangover.
The science behind a hangover.
The science of a hangover is very interesting.
What is happening when I'm in a cloud of misery
on
my couch in the mornings?
It's not good. Probably after they hear about it may cause people not to be so hungover. And then, of course, we're going to do our read for TrueCar, which, they've been on for 10 episode sponsorship with us, which is great. So we appreciate our sponsors. That's why Podcast One can bring this to you free. We'd probably do it anyway, but we love our sponsors because we love doing this. It's so fun. So we're going to record the podcast, and you'll get to see a bit of it.